Hello. Hello and welcome. I'm not sure what is happening. My bun is out of control. Let's see if anybody can see me. You can see me move my bun. I don't think this is working though, so I don't think it mattered. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, you got to see me fix my bun. I didn't think it was streaming. It really, the setup was very different from before. I don't know if Facebook had an update, but um, usually it's a whole rigmarole to get through, and my phone is crooked, and I'm not in a mirror, so I can't see how to pin it up. Well, that's gonna be my bun. It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to fix it. Hi, everyone. I came on a little early because, I'm always having some kind of issues um, with the setup here. So hopefully I can get my bun to work. If I close my eyes, I might be able to do it. When you look into a mirror, it's a lot different than when you're just looking like, because what I'm seeing is reversed. I know this has nothing to do with my mediumship, but here we are. So I'm trying to set it up so I can see how it looks. Well, that's just going to be what it is. All right, so yeah, okay, good. Thank God. So I have a bunch of stuff going on, and I put it on the scroll, but I am doing a very special, inexpensive oracle card and tarot card reading. I was only going to do it on Friday, but I had so many orders that I extended it. And you can either email me to order it, or you can book it on my website. The reading comes through email. Um, so that's what that means. I also have a free introduction to mediumship class on October 18th. You can sign up for that on my website. You don't have to put any card number in, just your email address, and I will add you to the list. And I want to do some mediumship readings tonight, but I want to also answer some questions. I'm a little tired today. I was out in the heat until about 3 o'clock today. It is still very hot where I live. It was a heat index of like 96 degrees, and it wasn't supposed to be that hot. And I decided to go out and do some stuff with hubby, and we just stayed out too long, and now I'm all tired and yucky feeling. But I really want to do some meet. It shouldn't affect my readings at all, but I'm giving you a little life update while people log in. And if anybody has any hi. All right, so we have Jane, Holly, Felicia Ann, Florence, um, Diane, Lenora, and and Tammy, probably a couple others that I can't see. I can only scroll back so far on comments. 73 in St. Louis, you're lucky. It was um, supposed to be like 86 today where I am. So this morning I thought, oh, we'll go out and do some stuff. And it got very hot very fast. And so that was kind of unexpected. It should be cooling down in the next week. You're lucky. 73 sounds great. And I was watching my um, 49er football game, and I stream it. A friend of mine in San Francisco streams it on TikTok because I can't get it here in Florida. And she said, I was sweating. It was 70 degrees outside and it was so hot. And I thought, oh my God, I would love it to be 70 degrees right now. Oh, Tampa. How are you, Susan? Did you get a lot of destruction? Because I live in Central Florida, and we just got a lot of wind and rain, and actually not as much as I expected. Are you okay? And is your house okay? We had like no damage here, some branches, but that's about it. All of our electrical wires are underground though. Hi, Sharon. So, and I live in like a younger neighborhood, so the trees are small, and even still, the electricity stuff's underground. But my son and his wife live in Savannah, and tons of my friends. I lived in Savannah for 15 years. Tons of my friends are not going to have electricity for a long time. And my daughter-in-law is pregnant. She's 4 months pregnant, and they don't have electricity. So, and it's hot. Hi, Michelle. Hello, hello. I see you there. 116 there. Where is he? In Arizona. Yeah, Arizona is getting I've never seen anything like it. Like, just keeps getting hotter every year in these places. Oh, honey, your husband passed a year ago, September. Susan. Lost a lot in the hurricane dealing with the solo. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Michelle, I see you, honey. You don't have to keep saying hello, okay? It's kind of crowding up the it's crowding up the chat. I see you. Okay, so okay, I see your mom passed. I'm so sorry, honey. 66 in Massachusetts. That's terrible. So, while we wait for some people to join, maybe this might be everybody. We've got 13, so that's good. Um, I'm going to talk about a couple things, ask you guys a couple questions, and then you can ask me a couple questions, and then I'll start some readings. Again, I'm freezing up. Does anybody else see me freezing up? Because on my end, it looks fine. Anybody else? Okay, okay. Okay, good, 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 good. Because I did have that problem till I redid my router. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so I have been doing Oracle card and tarot card readings. And let me tell you, thank you everyone. I am very, very, very happy that I became a medium for 5 years professionally before I started doing card readings because my connection with the cards is pretty amazing. Like the cards I've been pulling for people, like sometimes it shocks me because they'll ask a question for a reading and the stuff that comes out is like so crazy. So I do have that $10 special through tomorrow night. You can either email me for it or book it on my website. It's $10 for an email reading for 3 cards. You can either have a general reading or ask me a specific question, open-ended question. So that's the card readings. I have the free class October 18th for Introduction to Mediumship, where you'll learn what you will learn in a 6-month mentorship program when I teach mediumship. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie and Michelle. I get, so I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you have dreamt of your loved one in spirit? Just say yes, dream, or yes, me, or something like that. And then we're going to talk about dreams of our loved ones. Okay. All right. Nearly every night. Oh, wow. That's amazing, Yvonne. So everybody just about is saying yes, except Andrea. Okay. So, so there are differences between a regular dream and a dream visit and a reason why you may not be dreaming of your loved ones in spirit. Um, a regular dream will be, you've all had dreams, I'm sure. Everything's just kind of a mishmash and discombobulated and it doesn't make sense. Like, I had a dream the other. I'll give you an example of what's a dream. I had a dream the other night. My husband and I were in a swimming pool in a cave, and we had to swim through a smaller part of the cave underwater to get to another part of the cave where my son and daughter in law were. That's a weird dream, right? That doesn't make any sense. It kind of doesn't really mean anything. It's just a weird, in my opinion, that was just a dream. A visitation dream is where it goes in order. Thank you guys for keeping an eye on me. If it freezes again, let me know. I'll open my door. That may help. Um, a, a visitation dream where your loved one in spirit is visiting you, in my experience, is a dream that goes in order and makes sense. For example, I dream of my mom who passed in 1986. And when I dream of her, we're sometimes in the kitchen or cooking or talking or laughing, and the dream makes sense. It goes in an order, the conversation is clear, and it makes sense. And I feel very much another part of a dream visitation from your loved one is you feel very much like you really were with the person. You feel very much like it was a real experience, and it can linger for a good bit of time after you wake up. Um, that to me, has anybody had that type of visitation where it makes sense? Hi, Doris. Um, it goes in order, and the feeling that you're with that person lingers after you wake up. Has anybody had that experience? I'm glad. I'm glad. Um, and then we'll talk about, hi. Okay, Florent, yes. Okay, some yeses and some nos. So, I would say, okay, feel him all the time. I would say the reason, because some people said earlier, hi, yeah, Jane, still remember it after 25 years. So there is a distinct difference between that. I was laying my head on his chest and woke up feeling like I was with him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're just coming in to say hello. Um, Hi. Oh, one thing, be careful because there are scammers in here. And I have had this happen to me a bunch of times on my other Facebook. If you remember nothing I say tonight, remember this. When I go live and other mediums and psychics go live, hi Joanne, welcome. I'm Peaceful Nik the Medium. I'm a scientist and I'm a medium. I'll fill you in on that in a minute. But the scammers will look at your comments, they'll make a fake page copying me or another medium or psychic, and they'll send you either a message asking you to friend request them or I have a reading for you, or they'll comment on the live and tell you after the live's over, send me a message, I'm going to give you a reading. That is not me. That will never be me. I will never go on a comment or in a message and tell someone I'm going to send them a reading. All my information's here. If you want to get a reading, that one on one or email or whatever, you can book it. I'm not going to come to you one by one. Okay? So be careful what you say on here because the scammers use names, dates, relationships to scam you. So just to get that out of the way. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see so many new faces. So, for those of you who are New here. My name's Nicole Willett, as you can see. I am a scientist. I have a master's degree in astronomy and a bachelor's degree in biology, and I work for a space organization. So my real job. But I also am a professional medium, and I've been a professional medium for about 5 years. So I work from home for my space job and my mediumship, and I'm here tonight to answer some questions and possibly do some mediumship connections. So, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. On my scroll, on my scroll, you can see all the information. It's telling me my connection might be a little disrupted. Let me open my door. I'm going to aim you to the ceiling. Let me open my door real quick. Hopefully that will help. They're doing work in my neighborhood on my Wi-Fi, on the whole neighborhood. They're converting it to um, fiber optic. And ever since then, I've worked in this office for over a year and I've never had a problem. But ever since they started fixing it, it's been freezing. So, okay, Doris, do you have questions or do you want to talk offline? Um, so, about when people have no dreams about hi Dawn, about their loved one in spirit. I get that question a lot. Like people are like, why don't I dream about my loved one in spirit? How come they don't come to me? Hi Carol Gribble. And the reason could be that um they want you to heal. Sorry, my bun's bugging me. They want you to heal. They don't want you to depend on their presence. They want you to heal your human life and not depend on them for visiting you so you can heal. Um, you could be so emotionally distraught that your neurological system just isn't allowing you to dream um, and not connect with them. As a medium, I can tell you that we have to be in the right state of mind to connect. We have to be prepared to connect. So if you are very stressed out, you're grieving, um, it would be very hard for you to have a dream about them because your mind is elsewhere. Is the connection better? Hi, Florence. Okay, great question. Lisa Ann Bailey asks, my son is on the other side. How can I connect? So I have a playlist on YouTube that has tons and tons and tons and tons of information. It's Peaceful Nik the Medium. It's going across the screen right now on YouTube. I've got about 1,200 followers there, so it's a small channel, but I have tons of videos. There's a playlist called Mediumship Information and Learning. There's lots of stuff on there that will help you connect, but I will give you a short lesson now. So, number one, you have to be in a clear state of mind. You can't be in the grocery store or trying to multitask or trying to do 500 things because often moms are doing 500 things at a time. So I recommend, right before bedtime, maybe take a bath if you're a bath person or a shower. Get somewhere where you can be alone, where nobody's bothering you, where nobody's interrupting you, where nobody's asking you questions, where you're not taking care of anybody, and take some deep cleansing breaths, 3 in through the nose and out through the mouth, and practice just talking to him. Just talking to you guys. Don't see my scroll? Really? No. Oh my God. I knew something was wrong with the live. I'm shocked you can actually see my live if the scroll's not on there. Oh, that's devastating. Here, I put it all in the chat. Wow. I'm so upset because the whole reason I'm doing this on my laptop is so you can see my scroll. Ugh, I cannot believe that. Maybe this will help. This is very bizarre. You know why? Because normally it makes me, huh, this is very weird. This shouldn't even be working. Okay, well, anyway, I put it in the chat. Can you guys see my comment in the chat? You might have to scroll up. I'll pop it in again. And my ear's ringing, so that means I'm starting to make connections. I cannot believe the scroll isn't on there. Okay. Oh, I'm devastated. That is so terrible. Okay. Wow. So, I'm so sad. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about at this point. But, oh, clear your mind, take deep breaths, be in a place where no one's going to bother you, and practice talking to your loved one in spirit. Practice talking, and start to listen. So maybe ask a question like, did you see me working in the garden today? Something basic and general. And then quiet your mind and listen. Usually, you'll hear a voice inside your head, or a light will flash, or something will happen in your where you are. Maybe you're laying in bed taking a nap or getting ready to go to bed. And thank you, Shelley. But the scroll is so much easier because it's on there constantly. Oh, I'm sad. Um, you have to definitely quiet your mind, be in a quiet place, listen and ask questions. Listen and ask questions and just practice. Oh, good. This lamp, I have a little lamp next to me, and I was doing a reading. I do all my readings like 3 or 4 or 5 in a row, depending on the day. And I was doing a reading for this one lady. It was in the middle of my readings, and this light kept flashing just during her reading. And then her computer flashed, like something happened to it when I mentioned her mom right after my light flash. It was bizarre. And it didn't happen before that. My lamp didn't flash before that or after that. It was awesome. Um, okay. So my website and everything's in there. Don't forget my 3 card tarot pull via email. You can book it on my website. Yeah, it's very cool. So I hope that helped. Someone asked me, and I can only go up so far to see the comments. Susan, I want to connect with you and have a private, need to know how to get your info. Okay, so it's in the chat because I thought it was on the scroll. So when you go live on Facebook, you have to have another app. So I use OBS, and I put a scroll on there because I always forget to mention all my stuff. So it's easier that way. And for some reason, it didn't make me connect it today. I don't know. I don't understand. But there's a bunch of you here. I'm super happy you're here. Um, and I'm just glad to be here. So it's okay. We'll figure it out together. So, um, I get a lot of questions about signs. How do I know this is a sign from my loved one in spirit? The answer is, if you repeatedly see the same thing over and over, and the first person you think of is, say, your mom or your brother or your uncle or whoever it is, and you think of them immediately, then that sign is from them. So they're just moving your mind to notice that, or they're pushing their energy through that butterfly or whatever it is to to get you to pay attention. Hey, I'm here. Or that put the song on the radio. Hey, I'm here. I'm thinking of you. So, am I still here? Can everybody see me? Because I haven't seen a comment in a while. And we never know what's going to happen. Okay. Oh, that's a great question. Thank you, everybody. My son passed in April. My other son, his wife, and myself had almost the same dream. How can this be? Is he trying to tell us something? So, without knowing the dream, I would say he's just letting you know by that sign of you guys all having the same dream, just about, that he's around and he's letting you know he's safe and at peace. Um, I do not believe spirits are going to give us, the lottery numbers or some gloom and doom prediction. They may say, "Hey, why don't you go get a checkup at the doctor just to make sure everything's okay?" But they're not going to say, you know, anything horrible. So I don't, without knowing the dream, I would say the fact that you all had almost the same dream is wonderful, and you probably just need to know he's safe and at peace. Dawn sees the same numbers, but no one comes to mind or is on my mind. Those could just be angel numbers. Those could just be a sign saying everything's great, you're on your way to great things, or good job with this, that, or the other. Um, I don't know a lot about angel numbers. You can Google them, um, but I don't know the meanings of them. And I don't think there's an exact meaning for them anyway. Doris, of course, your loved, and this is great. And I see your comment, Kristen. Um, Doris, yes, of course he's around you. Our loved ones in spirit come around as soon as you type that question or thought of him. He comes around. I describe it as our soul, because of my science background, I see our soul as quantum energy. And that's why mediums can connect with loved ones in spirit, because I have a soul and the soul is a soul in the spirit world. And we kind of have a frequency like a radio antenna. And I always say it's like we have a radio antenna and we send out a signal, and the signal goes and they pick up the signal from their antenna. And then that's how we can communicate. So that's like a generalization. So yeah, you can pull their energy close to you anytime. Anytime you can pull their energy close to you, for sure. I have my mom's, oh, I turned the wrong way because the screen's backwards. Her baby picture right there. And I have ashes from my brother in law in that little container. And I feel them around me all the time. And I call them, especially my mom, forward all the time. Okay, let's see. Diane, I see 617 all the time, and that's my birthday. That's really cool. Um, and then Kristen wants to connect with her father. Okay, so I'll be doing some readings in just a couple more minutes, but I have a lot of questions. I dreamed I walked in the dark for a long time. Then I came to a town, and my boyfriend that passed was there. And I told him I came a long way to see him. And he said, "I know you did, and thank you. What do you think?" I think that you probably had a dream visit. It made sense, it was sequential. How did you feel after the dream? And he's in spirit, I presume? Okay. You're welcome, Doris. Do our loved one, bunches of questions. Do our loved ones in heaven grow? My daughter was 2 when she passed, 11 years now. So I'll tell you this story, and I'll put my stuff in the comments again. I have a connection with a client's granddaughter who was born premature and passed away at, shortly after birth. And when I when I first connected with her, probably 4 or 5 years ago, she showed me herself as an infant. Now, she would not be an adult now. She hasn't been long enough. But when I see her now, she's a full grown adult when she presents herself because she's kind of one of my little spirit buddies. It's a long story, but I've had a pretty significant connection with her. Um, so our soul is different from our body. So they can present themselves at the age they would be or the age they were. You can really present yourself at any age. And I've heard different people have different opinions. I've experienced different things. I'm not going to say it's an ironclad absolute for sure that if someone passed in 1980 at 2 years old and it's now 2024, they would show themselves as an adult because a client wouldn't recognize the adult version. They would recognize the 2 year old version. So I think if they were giving me evidence, I would see them at the age they passed initially, and then possibly later, like the case I was just talking about, show themselves at a different age. So you don't have a physical body and spirit. You're an orb of energy and you can manifest whatever body you want. So clients can understand, you know, what you want to look like, what you did look like, etc. Okay. Susan, great question. Yes. So Susan's husband passed, was on life support in a coma. Did he hear? Yes, yes, yes. Our loved ones, when we're in a coma, dementia, any kind of neurological issue, the soul hears everything being said. If you watch near death experience videos, there's like a million of them on YouTube. You can They always say, I could hear everything that was going on. I could see everything that was going on because the soul is intelligent and aware. So, yes. Hi, Johnny. I'm great. How are you? I'm a little tired, but I'm good. Can I connect to my son? I miss him. I love you, son. He knows you love him. He knows. What's, I don't know what that means, Dawn Ofrenda. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Shelly, um, letting go of a burden that's not serving you is is something important to consider. Our loved ones in spirit do not want us to mourn them forever, meaning they don't want us to stay stuck in the mourning process and in the sadness. Um, they want us to enjoy the joyful things in life. Going through the mourning process is important, but it doesn't mean you have to stop your life and it doesn't mean you have to stop functioning. And I'm so sorry you feel stuck. In 2 years isn't that long. You should start to be able to enjoy joyful moments without feeling guilty. And that's the thing, people oftentimes feel guilty that their loved one isn't here and they're having a good time and they don't feel like they could have a good time. That's spirit thinks that's kind of like, why are you torturing yourself because I'm not here? They don't want you to do that. um, they want you to love yourself and your life more than the pain that you're holding on to, because you're not making them happy by holding on to it in a way that's extended for so long. It's okay to mourn, but it's also okay to enjoy life. Let's see. I'm sorry, Doris. Uh, Michelle, that's he appeared agitated, so I know he could hear. Yeah, I was with my mom the whole time. That's a great point, Lenora. Sometimes they wait for us to leave to pass. Sometimes they don't want to burden you with that. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry. All right. It's an altar you set up for Day of the Dead. Oh, are you looking at my lady? Yeah, I love her. I actually have a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, I have some stuff downstairs too. I'm a big uh, Day of the Dead fan. Okay, before I do any mediumship readings, which I'm going to do in a minute with my crooked bun, I'm going to pull a card, a collective card. So remember, I have email, tarot, and oracle card readings for only $10. It's a special that ends tomorrow night. You can book it on my website or just email me. I'm going to pull a collective card for the group for some healing. Whatever card falls out, I always set an intention for the greater good, for the greater good, for the greater good. And nothing's falling out, so everybody must be good, right? Everything's perfect. I'm just kidding. Uh-oh, something's happening. I love my connection with my cards, and I don't know if I'm becoming a better shuffler, or this is just a... Oh, okay, I got one. Oh, this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful card for the collective. Life is a gift. Life is a gift. Life is unfolding for you. So if you can take any of this, wonderful. So seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. I love that. It's time to cut out all the noise. Life is a gift. So I would say, briefly, this card is encouraging everyone to understand, even though we have very hard things we go through, very awful challenges, very sad things we go through, there are so many other things to be grateful for. And if we move to gratitude and appreciate the things, I literally have a gratitude list here next to my desk that I keep, and it's like 3 pages long, because it helps keep me aware that although I might be worried, really worried about something, or really stressed about something, or really upset about something, if I'm grateful, I can understand that life is a gift, and I have more things to be grateful for than to be upset that I don't have. So life is a gift, be grateful. So that's a card for everyone. All right. Oh, Debbie, has your daughter passed? Yeah, that's interesting. I get phone call dreams too. I'm going to just do, this is what I do. I go direct when I do these mini readings. Let me put my information in again. Thank God I had it copied and pasted already. So I'll go direct and I'll do a couple of mini readings. And hold on, I gotta make the connection. So this is what I do when I go direct. I ask for for sake of time, first name and relationship, no other details, just first name and relationship. And whoever pops out at me, I have no control over who spirit leads me to, but whoever pops out at me is who I go to. Okay. First name and relationship. And once the comments start coming through, I will search through them. And I appreciate everybody being here. Okay. Okay. Whew. I saw the first one I looked up, I saw Sandy Justin's, her son. Let me try to connect. Now, the other thing that happens is sometimes I think I'm connecting to, let's say, for example, Sandy's son, but it's somebody else's person on here. So if you can't take the evidence, it may be for someone else, um, because there's several people on here. Okay, Sandy, are you there? Let me know you're still here while I try to connect. Okay, please hold comments while I connect for Sandy. Uh, he's it's interesting. He's going like this. I love you, Mom. He's like holding his hands out. I love you, Mom. Please hold comments while I connect for Sandy. It distracts me when I see them all come on. Just be patient. Um, and also, right before I looked up to see your name, I was drawing a big flower. So I don't know if you have like a big sunflower in your yard or you recently received or took flowers to someone. Um, this is for Sandy. Let me know if you understand the flower. Okay. Okay, so he's making me go right back to it and he's insistent on it. Do you happen to have or someone have a tattoo of in his honor? He's very insistent about this, so. And thank you guys for being patient while the comments load. Okay, let's see. Okay, did have a tattoo. Okay. Were they like matching or something about them was the same? And now I'm seeing letters and numbers and a heartbeat. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, I draw pictures and write words. Oh, his heartbeat. Oh my God. That is what I was drawing. I'm sorry. That blows my mind. I don't even know what to say. Sandy, he loves you. I'm gonna cry. Like, Okay, so I just need a moment. This is his big way of saying, Mom, I'm here. Mom, I'm around. You don't have to worry. You do not have to worry. He's here. He's around you. Now, I would look out for something with a flower, something significant with a flower after this, because he really kept wanting me to point to the flower. Like you may open up your phone and there's like a florist advertisement, or somebody may bring you a flower this week or flowers this week or something. Um, just keep an eye out for that because he was insistent. And I I'm a little blown away about the heartbeat, I gotta tell you. That was awesome, very awesome. And what a beautiful message from your son. Thank you, Sandy. And I hope that gives you a little peace in your heart to know he's alive. He's spirit is alive with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Spirit just blows me away. Just blows me away. Just blows me away. Oh, Lori's telling you something about flowers, Sandy. Thank you. See, Lori, and that's a great example. We get psychic amnesia where when we're getting a reading, we can't remember everything, obviously, because we're human. And then sometimes we find out later. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone. Everybody knows what to do here. Everybody knows. I put my stuff in there again for anybody that just joined since my scroll's not working. I'm actually shocked the live is working, to tell you the truth. Okay. Um, you know what's funny? Um, I want to I want to talk to Diane, Ollie's your mom, but I feel like I have a bunch of moms coming through with some stuff. So let's see. Um, I'm I'm hearing the word oleander. So I don't know if Ollie is short for oleander. I'm not even 100% sure what oleander is. So Diane. Sometimes there's a lag. Is oleander a flower or a? I don't know. Okay, so let's talk to Ollie. Um. Okay, good. Thanks, Diane. Yes, yes, yes. You're here. All right. So, does oleander mean anything? Because as soon as I wrote Ollie, I heard oleander or something that sounds like that. And then she wants you to know she understands you have is a tree my husband and my daughter planted. Wow, outside of our house. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to talk to Diane. Okay. All right, Susan, I'll get back to you. All right. Diane, are you in need of some kind of guidance from your mom right now? Because she makes me feel like you need instructions. She's like, she needs some guidance with something specific. And oh wow, Dawn. Okay. Wow. So I don't know if Diane's um I'll just get you a message from your mom because I'm not sure. Because other you guys keep commenting, and I'm trying to get a comment from Diane. So if you could just hold the comments because it's crowding up the chat, and I can't see her comments if she's here still. I can't. It's hard to do a reading like that. All right, Diane, you're okay. So she wants you to understand that Wow, she's saying your path is set in stone. Your path is set in stone. So, meaning you can't worry about the outcome, you can't worry about anything that may or may not happen. You just have to surrender, 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 and trust. And that's all you can do because you have no control over the situation. And she's making me feel like it's bothering you that you don't have any control over the situation. Please hold comments while I read for Diane. Um, and she's, oh, true. Okay. Um, and then she keeps tapping. She makes me feel like there's a tap on my knee. So I don't know if you're having knee surgery or if something happened to her knee, but she keeps pointing out the knee. So let me know if you understand a significant knee injury. Is this knee surgery, or did she have something wrong with the knee? Or maybe somebody else you know right now. Let me know about that. And she wants you to surrender, trust, and allow. Put, your faith in the surgeons, and that's really all you can do. Um, I've had a couple of major surgeries, and it is very scary. Okay, so I will send you positive energy. And what does Ollie stand for? Because she keeps saying a funny word, and I can't really. I keep hearing oleander, but I don't know if that's correct. All right. So, Olga. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Diane. And I will send you positive energy, positive vibes, and healing for your surgery. Okay? Okay. First name and relationship. And I will do another reading. You are welcome, honey. I have um I have a gentleman in spirit here who is showing me he had crazy hair, and he's like, I had hair like Einstein. You know how Albert Einstein's hair kind of stuck up and was like kind of crazy? If anybody recognizes this gentleman, let me know. Um, but I can take the hair, something about the hair. If you can't, I'll pass on it and go to somebody else. But this gentleman's like, I had hair like Einstein. Oh, can nobody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yolanda said she couldn't hear me. Can anybody else hear me? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, can anybody, nobody, okay, everybody else is saying they can hear me except for one person. So, Yolanda, go out and come back in. It'll probably fix it. Or somebody type that to her. All right, nobody can take the crazy Einstein hair. Okay. I feel like I want to, I'm drawn to Michelle for her husband, Chris. Oh, what'd I do? Okay, Michelle, Michelle, Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Everybody, please hold comments while I read for Michelle. Um, Thanks, Johnny. Okay, Michelle. Um, for Chris, right? Michelle Hatch for Chris. Um, Now, I never get names, but I'm hearing Robert. Michelle, does Robert mean anything to you or Chris? Michelle Hatch. And his middle name. Thank you, Michelle. I feel like I can almost see him. Um, was he sporty? Like I feel sports. Um, I don't know if he like kept in good shape or enjoyed sports. I don't know. I feel a sport connection. Played football. Okay. Because um I feel like he kept his body up. Loved sports. Okay. And um I'm hearing sudden and unexpected. Sudden and unexpected. So that means either it was just sudden and unexpected, or maybe he had something, but when he passed, it wasn't expected to pass when he passed. Do you understand that? Very. Okay. And he's making my chest feel funny. So, did something happen with his lungs or heart? Um, I don't know. I just feel like I feel complete breakdown. Heart. Okay. So I want you to know that he he's safe and at peace. That's for sure. It's just sometimes they try to tell me things and I have to make sense of it before I translate it the best way. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Um, and do you wear something of his over your heart, like his ring or a locket or a necklace? He's like, she wears my heart on her heart or something to that effect. Do you have something that you wear that hangs over your heart? Let me know. Still wearing wedding ring. Okay. So he wants you to know that there's never a good time to say what I'm going to say, whether it's been 1 month or 10 years. He knows that the loss of him puts a huge hole in your life, but he also wants you to know that if and when you ever consider having another companion, it's okay with him. And he almost makes me feel like he'll move people in your path in order for you to notice that, oh, this is a good person. Um, this is okay when you're ready, and when you're willing. So understand that he knows you deserve companionship, you deserve love. And it's okay whenever you're ready. If you do ever want another companion, because some people never do, and that's okay too. But if you do, he understands you're wise enough to be discerning, and he gives you his blessing when and if you're ever ready for that. So don't ever feel um, like you don't you're not able to have another companion at some time. And I hope that doesn't hurt your feelings. I hope that doesn't break your heart. I want you to know that he's aware of what's going on in your life, and he understands, and it's okay, and he loves you. And thank you for letting me connect to him, and just know he's safe and at peace and around you. Thank you so much. Let me know if that message resonated. So, Susan, you know what? That's a great point. Because, yeah, okay. Hold on. I'm not done talking. So, Susan, this happens where there's piggybacks, where multiple people will come in with a similar message, especially if their husbands, like a bunch of moms. Sometimes I'll have 10 or 12 moms all come in together, and they'll all have the same exact evidence for all of them. And so this could be a case of that. So take that message, because there were so many similarities, take that message to for you as well. So any messages you get on these lives that resonate with you, take that as a message, because spirit knows you're going to be here, and they know when to deliver the messages. So yes, take that for you, of course. Yep. Yes, Susan. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, one more. You guys are fast. One more, one more. Okay, Johnny. Johnny. Is there a military connection in your family? I'm seeing a military like hat and salute, something with uniform. Everybody hold comments while I talk to Johnny. Now nothing's loading. Well, anyway, while I wait for Johnny, I'll put my info back in. Military, my great grandfather. Okay. So, okay. Um, did you did you consider going in the military at some point, or some type of service? I don't know, EMT, fire, something. Did you consider that? Something where you served other people? This is for Johnny. And there's another message too. Yes, I was in the Army militia in my younger years. Okay. Do you, during that time, did you have I'm just hearing he felt lost. Did you have a time where you felt like nothing made sense? You were kind of like lost in the mix and you didn't know which way to go. He keeps like making me feel he felt lost. But then he's making me feel like things are coming full circle for you. He's going like this. It's coming full circle. Do you understand that? Now, sometimes we don't understand the things we're going through at the time until we can look back later. Absolutely felt like I didn't belong, and things are much better. Perfect. And so they're proud of you for not giving up. Did you have a period where you were going to give up in some way? Like, take some drastic measures, or maybe you were doing things you shouldn't have been doing. I'm trying not to get banned, so I'm trying to say things in nice words. Yes, there was a time I became dependent on drugs and opiates. Okay. Good job getting away from that, because oftentimes, and this is for any male who's listening, and any parent of a male or any relative of a male, we have failed in our society to help young boys and men understand that it's okay to be vulnerable and still be a man. You can be emotional without being dysregulated. You can tell people when you're sad or angry without screaming and going crazy, or becoming dependent on drugs and alcohol, or becoming a gambling addict, or becoming an abuser or a narcissist. So, for all men and all loved ones of men and boys, we need to do a better job of supporting them emotionally, because there's a lot of pressure on them to be a provider, be a protector, be tough, be manly, but they don't have a place to heal. So we really need to do a better job of that. I have a husband of 28 years, and I have two grown sons, two adult sons. And one of the things I've tried to do with my sons as they were growing up was allow them to share their emotions, whether I wanted to hear it or not, because sometimes they're a lot like me and they kind of say stuff that I don't want to hear. But they're much more emotionally regulated than many other men and boys I've known in my life. So it's important to allow men and boys to have a place to share their emotions appropriately in a regulated way. So this is the kind of message I'm getting, Johnny, from your grandpa. Um, so proud that you have, and he keeps saying he came full circle. He came full circle. And he's so proud. And he's talking about a boat. Yes, exactly, Johnny, exactly. And you know where I learned that from? I learned that from my husband, because I was not aware, although I'm an educated woman, I have a lot of experience working with people for, 40 years or whatever. Um, I did not understand that from a man's perspective until my husband explained that to me. It just never occurred to me because nobody ever talked about it. We just knew men were supposed to be tough, protectors, make money, pay the mortgage, whatever. That's how it used to be. Um, oh, you know what's funny, Johnny? I come from a long line of addicts, so I've learned a lot from AA and Al Anon and things like that. So, um, did I already say boat? Because I felt like I was going to say it, but I didn't think I said it. I don't remember saying it. Did I say it? How crazy. Um, I just, it was just a flash. Let me see if I can find anything out. Um, was your grandpa on a boat in the military? Oh, okay. Thank you, Faye, because I didn't remember saying it. I kind of, I'm like I think I'm more ADHD in my older age because I'm kind of squirrel. Like, there's a squirrel, there's a squirrel. Okay, the military, perfect. Um, so these are just little pieces of information to, um, let you know your loved ones in spirit are around you and supporting you. And thank you for letting me connect to your grandpa and to you and hear about your healing journey because it's very important. It's very important and it's very I'm proud of you. And that's something we don't say to men and boys enough either. And they need to hear it. Okay. Okay. So, everyone, I am starting to lose my voice, as you can hear. And I'm tired. But I will be live again, probably, I don't know, in a week or so. I have a very heavy science jobs schedule this week, like a crazy heavy science schedule this week. So, Kristen, I will tell you from your dad, you are loved, you are cherished, and he is around you whenever you're thinking of him. Like right now, you just type that, and he is safe and at peace. Um, Thank you guys for your patience, and I appreciate all of you. And I'll put my info in the chat one last time. I have that tarot special. It's a steal. It's $10 um, for a 3 card pull via email. So you can book it on my website or just email me, and I'll set it up for you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Bye. Have a good night.